What's up, guys? What are you guys up to? I am hauling those specialty loads today. Hauling those railroad tires, those train tires. Check this out. Boom. We got all 3 trucks rolling today, baby. Yeah, buddy. 3 trucks rolling today. That's where it's at right there. I'm doing great, Anthony. I've been going in and out of Love's all day. What's up, Matt? I've been going in and out of Love's all day in Tacoma and been getting scales. Somebody noticed me. He's like, "You're that guy from YouTube, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." That is so cool when fans actually, are like, "Hey, I recognize you." That it's cool and it's fun, I wish I would have had like a shirt or something I could have gave him. But this truck is empty now. I've already gave out all the shirts I had and all the stickers. I got a business card. I guess I could have given him a business card. Kind of a souvenir or something. Getting loaded with these tires is loud as hell. Let me just put it that way. It is loud. He said I got a baby truck. Because he don't know the other trucks I got.
I got 40 of them.
Yep.
So, what's he doing?
He starts in the back,
right?
and then he just works his way forward, and then when he's getting close to the end, I just tell him where he can fit the last few of them. Yeah, I bet you do.
I've been doing this for 10 years, man.
Yeah, you guys probably have a good home life stabbing those holes all day. Probably never miss, huh?
Be surprised.
These forklift drivers are funny. Okay, here it goes.
Alright, so where's the end at on the on your board? On that wood? That's your end, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, make sure.
There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. The surprising thing is concrete is way harder. Like, I thought this was gonna be like, oh gosh, man, please be easy on my truck. Concrete's worse, man, than these things. They slide so easy. They don't got any sharp spots or anything, so they just slide in there and just it's like kind of cool. What are you guys up to today? So what are you guys up to? Hey there, purple head flopper. I did a scene where I was like, hey, check out what Justin sent me. And then I was like, no, that's not going in my video. I'll show you guys real quick what I'm hauling today. Got your wisdom teeth pulled. There we go. Easy peasy. That was pretty funny. Yeah, it was funny. You probably watched it a few times too, Rays, huh?
You got a YouTube video? Doing your own YouTube video?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a YouTube channel, a small time YouTube channel.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
It's Brian VANDUYN. Watch out for my tarp arm. There you go. It's Brian VANDUYN.
Brian VANDUYN?
Yeah, if you just look up dump truck business, mine will show up. Mic drop was funny as. Yeah, it was funny. That's gonna hurt. Actually, it doesn't even damage the bed at all. It leaves like a few scratches. Concrete is worse. What's up, Blake? We got 3 trucks rolling today. Yeah, buddy. They're not that bad. Concrete's worse, man. They make a lot of noise banging together. Concrete's worse. Here, one second. I gotta go kind of help him make sure. Mostly. And then, gotta help them kind of load this because they're trying to cram as many of those things. They're trying to cram 40 of them in there, which last time 40 fit really good. And I was underweight too. I was 53,000 pounds, and I can go up to 56. So. Is that 40? Is that all 40? Okay. I just want to check my tailgate real quick. It looks like my tailgate was. Oh, we're gonna have to latch. We're gonna latch this. Damn it. All right, let's roll. All right, let's get rolling. I already got my paperwork. Now I gotta remember to take that chain off when I get back. That's the tricky part. That one had a lot of weight up against the tailgate. I don't want to pop it open when I'm driving down the road. That would be scary. Can you imagine one of those reels popping out and rolling down the road? That would suck. I gotta go to Love's and get a weight. Then I gotta drive right back out here, basically. Fixing a coolant leak. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing with them. These are scrap ones, I know that. So it's weird because they're going to like just a regular yard. Like the guys just have me dump on them. They're gonna keep them there for, you know, I don't know, a good month or so before they haul them off again somewhere else. I think what they're doing is they're buying them when the scrap prices are low, and then maybe when the prices go up, then they offload them. I'm not 100% sure how that works. It's cool how you get these weird loads like this. It's like you never imagined, like I never imagined I'd be hauling railroad tires. You know, that's just not something I was like, oh yeah, let's haul railroad tires for a living. You just never know what you're gonna haul, you know. Next thing you know, you're hauling manure, you know. I've never hauled that, but I've never seen them off the axles. Yeah, I've never seen them off of them either, John. I've seen where they put a whole bunch of them in a row on a flatbed. I've seen that before. Those loads always kind of scare me when I see those, because I'm like, dude, if one of those chains break, all those tires are rolling off, and those are heavy as heck. This is my third load. He changed his mind after I did. This is my third load. He wants me to do. He wanted 4, and now he wants me to do 5. I said, hey man, I'll do as many as you want, as long as you pay me my minimum. You know, as long as you pay me. Easy money. Yeah, and the good thing about it, John, dude, I ain't gonna burn no fuel on this job. I burn more fuel driving from my house to the job site than I will the whole day running. That's the cool thing. Yep, we're riding in the old girl today. As long as they pay, it don't matter. Hey John, did you order that funky looking drill bit for those rivets? Let me know how that goes if you do buy that. Let me know how it works. Because I've thought about buying one of those before. I don't have a lot of projects with rivets in them, but you know, you never know. You never know. It's super cool too where I'm trucking, because this is my old stomping grounds, right? US Oil is right over here. I used to go in and out of there every single day. Man, that was my favorite terminal to go to when I was hauling fuel. US Oil right down Marshall Ave. And at the end of the day, after I'm done doing this, I'm probably going to stop in, say hi to my stepdad, if he's in there, and say, hey, what's up? You know? If he's working, I might call first. It's crazy how, you know, a lot of the guys that have worked there, they've worked there for a long time, so once you get to know them, going to another job, so, you know, they got a date there, so they usually stick around pretty good. The one sucky part about this whole run is having to go get weighed, because I have to deal with all of this port traffic. I mean, there is so much traffic right here on Port Tacoma Road. And getting into this Love station. Sometimes these truck drivers, man, they got stuff everywhere. Okay, look, we're gonna slide in here before the light turns. So easy to get a scale weight. I've never done this before. This is the first time I ever did it. It's so easy though. Just gotta push the button and then they call you. Here for my relay, yep.
Okay, and you get to collect our special little card.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on a second. I had to take it off focus. Sorry about that.
There you go. 53,720 pounds.
$3.
Yeah, $3.
It's not reading it yet. What happened to my thing? There it goes.
There we go. I didn't insert it fast enough. Thank you, sir. You have a good one.
See you in a little bit.
Yep. 53,720 pounds, guys. Not bad, not bad. Oh man, it is bright out here. It is bright. So now we get to go dump this. Empty weight is 24,700 pounds is usually what my empty weight is when the truck is clean. When the truck's clean. Okay, guys. This is such an easy day, guys. This is what I'm loving right here. Loving this day. This weather is beautiful. weather, and easy money. 750 pounds a piece. Yeah, see, that ain't bad. That ain't that bad, John. They, concrete weighs more than that sometimes. Man, dude, I've had them drop some concrete in there that, holy smokes. You know it fell in when they drop that concrete in sometimes. That concrete will shake the hell out of the truck. I think because it's metal, it just slides so easy on the floor or something. I don't know, but didn't do any damage to the bed. That's all that matters to me. And I was talking to the guy that loads them, and he was saying that usually when the end dumps come in, they're even taller, and he's like, and their trailers are not as beefy as this box, he said. He's like, their trailers get banged up good. Like, that's a beefy box. And I'm like, yeah, it's alright, it does its job, you know. And my wife just texted me a picture. Yeah, it's not as abrasive. That's where the damage comes from, John. That concrete will tear the box up. Concrete tears it up, man. Especially if it's got a piece of just a small chunk of rebar, and that rebar hits with full force, it'll poke a hole in your bed. I mean, I've never had any holes in mine, but man, dude, I've seen some people's beds that looked like a bomb went off in their bed. So this is the cool thing. We're almost there. We are almost there. It's just a quick little turnaround. Got a new windshield, weather strip from Kenworth yesterday. Ooh, nice. How much did that run you for a new windshield? I mean, it's just a piece of flat glass, ain't it? Ooh, excuse me. Shouldn't have been that expensive. It's just a piece of flat glass, right? Or is yours curved? I think mine's just got flat glass on it. Oh, okay. How much did that cost? Just the weather strip? That's probably only like 20 bucks. Couldn't have been more than 20, 30. Guess it's an old truck. They could have charged you some outrageous number for it, but that's the thing about those truck dealerships, man. What's up, Doc? I am hauling train tires today. Actual train tires. $170. What's up, DK Pro? Alright, one second, guys. I gotta get this guy's paperwork. There you go. Okay, they were some expensive rubbers. Yeah, you got that right. Okay, so now here's the trick. You're about to hear, I'm gonna roll the windows down. You guys can hear, it's loud. The trick is, once they start sliding, you gotta roll forward. Like that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take you out here and show you. There we go. Opened up one of these gates. See? No damage, just a few scratch marks and that's it. Didn't even damage my plywood. So, easy money right there. No damage on the tailgate, just a small little scratch and that's it. No dents though. I told the guy too, I was like, hey man, I've never hauled this before, so you know, we'll drop one or two of those things in there and see what she does before we go, you know, full bore and just start dropping them all in there. You know, he's like, oh yeah, sure, you know, we don't want to damage anything, you know. I'm like, yeah, I don't want you to damage anything either. Yeah, those are scrap ones. And so anyways, he you know, loaded it up and then you know, dropped the first ones in there. I was like, I looked in the gate, didn't see any damage. I said, load it, send it, we're doing it. And he's like, you got it, boss. And then they loaded it up and we're on our 4th round already. It's yeah, I think they would probably charge you for them, Ryan. Those things are 700 pounds a piece. They probably make a few bucks off each tire. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on this, but I think they can send those back and have caps put on them. Like they basically add the metal back to it, then they send it out again, depending on if it's within their specifications, you know, for the trains. You know, they just basically put a ring right on top of it, I think. I'm not sure how that works exactly. That looks like too much fun. All I haul is asphalt. Yeah. Yeah, you just never know what's going to happen, you know. Here's U.S. Oil. Let me show you U.S. Oil. This is the back of U.S. Oil right here. Look at those tanks. Look at all those rail cars. Woo! That's a lot of fuel right there. That's a lot of fuel. We're talking millions of gallons. Maybe, yeah, definitely millions of gallons. Millions. Maybe billions. I'm not sure how much they, what they are licensed to carry, but I know they got a lot of petroleum products there. They got a lot of them. It was always cool when I worked in there because I was like, man, we would always joke around and say, man, if there's going to be a terrorist attack, we'll be the first ones to know. And something blows up at one of the terminals, you know. They can turn them down on a lathe, so many times the trash witness groups their trash. Yeah. Check this out though. I just seen I'm driving past Papco right here. Papco Roofing. They got so much roofing, it's unreal, right? Anyways, people dump their roofing in there, in this factory, I think. They dump it there too. I seen a dump truck hauling that stuff out. I was like, what the? He was hauling like old roofing material. I was like, I never knew dump trucks hauled that. You know, that's just one more thing they haul, you know. Dump trucks haul everything, guys. They haul everything. You cannot do anything without a dump truck. Uh-oh. I heard something over there. Alright guys, give me a second. I'm going to roll on in here, grab my paperwork, and then I'll show you guys how they load it. You guys can see how they load it. I got to run in and grab my paperwork though, so don't go anywhere. While I'm doing this, don't forget to pound that like button and pound that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Where's the stupid mask? They make me wear a mask in here. I'll be right back. Known they were going to make me wear those stupid masks today, I probably would have said no. That's one of the other things right there. I am not a mask wearer, man. I'd rather sit at home than wear a mask. I'll be honest. I will be 100% honest. The guy that's been working here said he was working here for 10 years. That's a long time to work for one place. Alright, let's shut that bad boy off and wait till the forklift guy starts grabbing those. And then we'll pop out and show you guys how he's loading it. It looks pretty violent. Yeah, John. Yep. Let me catch up on these comments. They can turn them down on a large lathe so many times when they hit the witness groove, they're trash. Yep. What's up, Kleckler? Yeah, it does sound kind of violent. And the truck shakes a little bit too, but it didn't do any damage. It didn't do a dang thing of damage. Alright, here he goes. Yeah. So they just stab those wheels right like that. They just stab them. we'll just back up right here. That way you guys can see it. This is so cool. There you have it, guys. That's what it looks like. And then they're just in there. Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of scary, but it doesn't do any damage. That's a good thing. They just make a lot of noise. So they're putting 40 wheels in, and that's a little under 15 tons. That's probably like, let's see, I'm at 13 and a half. 13 and a half is what I'm sitting at once it's loaded. The cool thing is just boom, boom, boom. You know, that's the cool thing. I'll probably only work a total of 2, maybe 3 hours today. And I'll be charging them for 6. Does it stick up much in the super dumps? We're not hauling these in the super dumps. Only in the solo. Is that the max weight you can haul in a triaxle out there? We can only haul 15 tons in a triaxle out here. And most guys will only haul 14 or 13 and a half because they don't like paying the heavyweight use tax. They don't like paying the $22.90 and the tonnage, and if you stay under 54,000, you don't need to pay it. No. Nope, they don't really stick up at all. One second, I'm gonna make sure he's in the right area. After this, I'm gonna check. Not anymore. Okay, looks like you can do 2 or 3 on this side and then the rest on the back. Just trying to help them because they can't see in the bed, so you got to tell them, you know, oh, you can put some in the front, some in the back. Yeah, I know. Isn't that nuts, DK Pro? Like, the laws are so different. He's gonna have to go around to the other side. He's got one hanging off the sideboard like that. There's one on the other side that's kind of hanging over. That's the other thing you gotta kind of look for. You can see it just. He's like, yep, I'll move that over. There he goes. Alright, one second, let me check this out. So this load is kind of funky, but it's, you know, we got a whole bunch of open space right in the front. Do you mind pushing these? Just push these ones that are sticking up, push them this way. He's gonna try and move that. That ain't going nowhere. Those things, he's gonna move it, but that ain't going nowhere. One more push. Perfect. There we go. That's perfect. Easy money right there. Oh, that would be a bad day if them got in the gate. Yes, it would, Blake. That would be a bad day. But luckily, they got the forklifts at the other side too. So, worst case scenario, they would lift up the. I'm not gonna chain up this time. They're not all against the gate. I didn't chain up the first two rounds either. I'm not going that far. But yeah, that last load, he had a whole row of them right on the top of the gate. This time that's a lot better load. That's a lot more evened out. And you gotta kind of know your truck, you know. My tailgate has never popped open, never, except for one time. And I told the guy, I was like, because I know my truck, and I'm like, dogs down, yep, dogs down. And yeah, they're down. And what happened was I had about 10 yards of asphalt in this truck. And there was like about 2 yards on the ground, and the guy in the paper was like, hey, lift your box up so we can shovel that into the back. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, you know. So I lifted it up about halfway, and I'm like, hey man, if I go any further, that tailgate might pop open, you know. And he's like, lift it up, bring it to load slick back, tailgate popped open, and dropped 10 yards of asphalt right on the asphalt right there. Oh man, that sucked balls, because all of us had to grab shovels and shovel it into the back because they didn't have a skid steer or nothing. So 10 yards, like me and like 6 other Mexicans, man, were just shoveling it in the back, you know. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. By the time we were done shoveling the last few scoops, it was starting to get hard, the stuff that was on the ground. That was not a very good day right there, I'll be honest. That was not a very good day. That's the only time I've ever had my tailgate pop open. And I think what happened is because all the weight shifted at once and it put all that pressure against it. But I've had this truck completely full of mud, like water mud. There's a picture on my Instagram and the gates never popped up, and I drove 30 miles with that, you know. I did have the gate set. I did have the chains on the gate, but they weren't tight or nothing. I just had them just on there just in case, you know, if it did pop open, it wouldn't just go kadoosh, you know, and just splash everybody with the water, you know. But the main thing is when there's a shift of weight, that's what pops mine open. but the way my dogs are, the way the mechanism is, my mechanism is set up perfectly for the most amount of strength, the most amount of pressure on the dog. Like, it's only like, I don't know how to really explain it, but when your dog's closed, there's a mechanism, and they're almost, it's not in line, but it's like a 2 or 3 degrees from almost being 100% straight. You don't want it straight because then your dog can cam over, right? And then they won't open, right? So they're almost to that point where they have the most amount of pressure on it, but not 100%. Thank you. This has got an 8B92 silver Detroit in it. I'm about to pass this can hauler. Look at that. You guys can hear it. Man, that thing growls. That guy looked at me, he's like, oh yeah, that thing sounds good. You can hear it echoing off of his can. He's one of those can haulers. A lot of times I like to drop a gear and rev the and make her scream. It scares the daylights out of when I go past them sometimes. So funny. If I'm hauling, you know, if I know I'm just going to be tilting the box in the air and they're going to be using the asphalt chutes, I put them on then, because you don't ever want to take a chance, you know. Yeah, if you got a crew working behind your dump truck and you have that box in the air with the gate locked, you got to have latches, or gate locks, just for their safety, you know, and your liability, you know. That was one of the first things I did to this dump truck, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just like, yeah, those things look cool, you know, I'm going to install those. That was one of the best things I did when I first bought this dump truck. I installed a set of those, welded them on there, and you don't use them that often, but when you need to use them, I'll tell you what, it's nice to have them. It gives you a lot of peace of mind. Hey, I know that guy. He honked at him for cutting him off. That is funny. I can't remember that guy's name. What's his name? He's a Samoan guy. I worked at that company, Washington Cedar and Supply. We were both drivers, and I ended up leaving and going to a different company. He ended up sticking it out with them. Yeah, it could kill somebody. You got that right. It could bury somebody alive. If a full load comes out on top of them, they'll be dead. Oh yeah, there's no question about that. That would definitely kill somebody. It'd suffocate them. You know, if the weight alone didn't do it, they'd be suffocated. Alright, guys. The gate blowing open. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That could kill somebody. If the gate blew open and they got buried, you couldn't dig somebody out fast enough. You couldn't dig them out fast enough. They'd be dead. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's hooking up to a trailer. You're not supposed to drop hook here. No drop trailers, stowaway zone. That's what it says right there too. I don't want to park next to this Swift guy, but I'm going to. I'm gonna make sure he sees my truck. Alright guys, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. 400 an hour today, 410 an hour, Blake. 410 an hour. I'll just take you guys in, what the hell. Let me just try to lock this up. Four-ways are on. These are the gate locks right here. These bad boys. I installed these when I first bought the truck. 2 on each side. You really don't even need 2. 1 is sufficient most of the time, but you know, I like the look of having 2. It looks clean, you know. It looks what do they call it? It's, you know, looks the same on both sides. Anyways, let's go in here. Oh, alright guys, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I just feel awkward walking into Love's with my camera on. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.